Hi, it's Daryl checking in from Nashville to give a quick astrological update according to the sidereal zodiac, not the tropical zodiac, not based on summer solstices on this date. This is based on actual measurements in the sky and follows ancient Vedas, right? You know, what is yoga about? What is Sanatana Dharma about? What is Ayurveda about? What is Vedic astrology about? All together in the old ancient texts. So just quickly, today we're having a full moon as I'm recording this. This full moon is in the constellation of Mula, the star sign of Mula, which is in Sagittarius. So another thing about Vedic astrology is they break down the signs. There's divisions of the constellations within each sign and gives more precision and history around that story. So Mula means root. And it's about this deep consciousness for ourselves. It's with the word root, you think about that. Like you have to root all the way into the earth in order to grow, right? And we are deeply rooted in our belief systems. And there is this unrooting that has to happen, or a destruction of our roots, or pulling things out by the root in order for us to have new ideas and new ways of thinking. And the moon is our capacity for thinking, our feeling capacity. It's our nurturing selves, it's our subconscious, it's how we receive and feel and walk amongst our brothers and sisters in the world. And it's time for a new way of thinking. We have just come over this from this side to here. The moon has transited here from Scorpio over to Sagittarius, and that's called a Gandanta point. And it's when things line up a certain way, and Gandanta means not. And so here we are with these knots in these roots, and it's an opportunity. There are, I think, 4 Gandanta points in the charts. It's 4. I have to double check. And they are meant for deep spiritual development and growth, because it takes an entire wipeout to happen in order for us to have these new ways of thinking, new ways of being and processing and feeling, I guess. So directly across from that is the sun. And the sun is, in this axis, it's in Gemini. And the sun is our individuality and our power and our sense of self. And in this placement, it tends to, I want to say, bounce around a bit. Might not feel as solid. I think of Gemini as this placement of jack of all trades and master of none, and it's just kind of not sure what's real, what's not real, what's, trying to find its way. But how we can find our way is really getting in touch with that divine connection that we have with one another, with ourselves, and as collective consciousness, really coming to letting go of our old thought patterns. We're stepping out of this old 2020 thinking, and now we're back out into the world. And really, what does that mean? And what really changed? And what is it that we're looking to develop and grow? And what did we learn from all of that? And that's really important to take a moment to look at. And then we've got Mercury has just gone direct again. It was retrograde, so that gets a bad rap. A lot of people think, oh my God, the sky's falling. And really, it's about communication. But being with Rahu still gets a little bit muddled. We might not feel understood a certain way, and we may be speaking parts of ourselves. And it really also depends on your ascendant, which has to be determined by having your chart read. If your ascendant happens to be Taurus, that's in your first house, and you really feel misunderstood right now as a human. If you happen to be Sagittarius, then this would really be in your 6th house, and you might feel this way about hard work and pressures and stuff. So it's important to find out where your ascendant is. But these impacts, the planetary impact all of us, just in a different way. Jupiter has gone retrograde. It's this way quite a bit. It just means its intensity is felt as it gets closer to the Earth. We have these upheavals and disruptions in areas that Jupiter rules, which is, our sense of hope and our feeling of being able to push through things, and our belief systems might be disrupted in our thought processes. Saturn retrograde, giving us this ability to endure and hunker down and just really delve in. One thing to note, Mars is our action. It's debilitated here in Cancer. It just tends to get muddy. Don't want to go forward and has a hard time. Fits and starts is how I'm thinking of things. For myself, I can feel it for sure. Like wanting to get off the ground, but then just kind of backing it up. Anyway, that's enough. If you have questions, and I didn't hit and hit something that you'd like to know about, which is hard to do in just a few minutes, please let me know. You can like, subscribe, follow. I'm on Instagram too at soulsandkolbe. And please don't hesitate to message me. All right, be well. Thanks.